So with the help of template, you can draw the line at a specific angle. So protractor is provided on this template, and even you can draw the circles of a given diameter. Okay. So you can see here on the template, there are various small circles are available. Okay. So without using compass, you can directly draw the circle. Suppose we want to draw the circle of a particular radius, and we expect that its center, it must lie on this line, that is the horizontal line AB. Okay. So you can observe here. So you can observe here, two markings are provided at the periphery of this circle. Okay, so we should match this marking with the line AB. So right now this circle, it is having the diameter that is equal to 12 mm. So this is R6 circle, that is the radius is 6 mm. Okay. So this dimension is directly given on this template. So this is the second circle having the diameter 16 mm. So you can see here on this horizontal scale, this is equal to 16 mm. So these dimensions, they are written on the template. So this is 8 mm circle. So this 8, 7, 6, they represent the radius. Okay. So this is 8 mm circle, that is 8 mm radius, 7 mm radius. So this is the use of template. So roll and draw scale. So this is the roll and draw scale. It is used to draw the parallel line without using a drafter. Okay. So it has one roller which is fixed to this scale. Okay. So we can slide this scale exactly in the parallel direction. So suppose we would draw one line by using this scale like this. Okay, so I have drawn one line. Let us say it is line AB. I want to draw a parallel line to this line AB. Okay, so just slide this or move this roller in the upward direction. Okay. So with the help of this roller that you can see here, this white and red part. So this is the roller. So we can easily slide the roller in the horizontal direction without changing the angle. Okay. And then we can draw the parallel line. So this is the use of roller scale. So we can use mini drafter, a roller scale, and a set square to draw a parallel line. So this is the use of some basic geometrical instrument that we will need to draw a drawing sheet for engineering graphics. So scale is the ratio of a linear dimension of an element of an object in the drawing sheet to the actual dimension of that element on the object itself. Okay. So scale means basically it is a ratio. So scale, it can be represented in the following ways. So first way is, it is called as an engineer scale. So engineer scale means, so in this relation between dimensions on the drawing and actual dimensions on object, they are expressed numerically. Okay, so it is similar the scale that you take when you draw a graph on a graph paper. Okay, so we represent this engineer scale like this. 10 mm, this is equal to 5 meter. Okay, that means if the object having some length 5 meter, we will show that length on the drawing paper by using the dimension 10 mm. Okay, so 10 mm, this is equal to 5 meter. So this is one way to represent this scale. The second way is graphical scale. Okay, so graphical scale, so this scale is drawn on the drawing sheet itself. Okay, so we can take the reference of that scale and we can measure or we can draw a line by using the graphical scale. So what is the need of the graphical scale? So as the drawing gets old, engineer scale, it may shrink and it may not give the accurate length. Okay, so in a graphical scale, as the drawing shrinks, scale will also shrink. Okay, and therefore if you measure any length on the drawing paper, okay, it will not give the wrong result. Okay, so basically the graphical scale, this is used on the survey map. So you must have seen such type of maps. Okay, so on this map, if you observe the bottom side, that is the bottom right corner, then one scale is specified. Okay, so such type of scale, this is called as a graphical scale. So the graphical scale, basically it represents the relation between the actual dimension of the object and the dimension shown on the graph paper or drawing paper. Okay, so now we will see how to prepare a graphical scale. So third way to represent a scale is representative fraction. So representative fraction, this is nothing but the ratio of length of the object represented in the drawing. That means the dimension that we have used in the drawing and actual length of the object. Okay, so for example, if we represent a rectangle, so actual size of that rectangle is 10 by 20 meter, that is the height is 10 meter and its width, this is equal to 20 meter. Okay, and if you represent this rectangle by using the dimension 2 by 4 meter, that means 10 meter height, it is represented as a 2 meter. Okay, and 20 meter height, it is represented as a 4 meter. Then representative fraction, this will be 2 by 20. That means 2 is the scale, 2 is the length used in the drawing paper, and 10 is the actual length. Okay, so 2 divided by 10, that is equal to 1 upon 5. So this 1 upon 5, that is called as a representative fraction. We can write in this way 1:5 scale. Okay, so this is the full scale, that is a 1:1. That means height is 10 meter and this length or base, this is equal to 20 meter. If you use a 1/5 scale or 1:5 scale, then this is the rectangle. Okay, so here we are using 1/5 scale or 1:5 scale. So now we will see how to draw a graphical scale on a drawing paper. So graphical scale, there are two types. One is a plane scale and second is the diagonal scale. Okay, so what is a plane scale? So plane scale, it consists a line divided into suitable number of equal parts or the units. Okay, The first part is subdivided into smaller parts. The plane scale represent either 2 units or a unit and its subdivision. Okay, so basically the plane scale, it represents the relation between a higher unit and its lower unit. Okay, so you can observe here the last line. It can give the relation between a centimeter and a millimeter, or it can give the relation between meter centimeter or meter and decimeter. Okay, so let us see how to represent this relation and how to draw a plane scale on a drawing paper. So we will understand how to draw a plane scale with the help of one problem. So you can note down this problem. So problem is, draw a plane scale of 1:60 to show relation between meter and decimeter and long enough to measure these 6 meter. Okay, so that means we should be able to measure a distance of 6 meter on the graph paper or drawing paper. So here we will see what is the meaning of this 1:60. Okay, so the question given is draw a plane scale of 1:60. Okay, so this 1:60, this is given as a representative fraction, that is a RF. Okay, so these are the steps to draw this plane scale. So first step is determine the RF of the scale. So RF of the scale means representative fraction. Okay, so in the previous slide we have seen what is meaning of representative fraction. So it is the ratio of dimension shown on the drawing sheet to the actual dimension. Okay, so here representative fraction is 1/60. So here RF, this is given as a 1/60. Okay, so next step is determine the length of the scale. Okay, so length of the scale means we want to represent the 6 meter actual distance or actual length by using a dimension on the drawing sheet. Okay, so we have to decide that dimension. So that is nothing but the determine the length of the scale. Okay, so how to determine this length of the scale? So you can use this formula. Length of the scale is equal to representative fraction, that is RF, into maximum length that we want to measure. Okay, so you can read this line or read the problem. The scale must be long enough to measure this 6 meter. So 6 meter, it is the maximum distance or maximum length. Okay, so we can find out the length of the scale on the drawing paper, that is equal to 1/60, that is a representative fraction, into maximum length. Okay, so what is 6 meter? So basically we will convert this 6 meter in a smaller unit. Okay, so 6 meter, this is equal to, this is 600 centimeter. Okay, so we have 1 meter, this is equal to 100 centimeter. So put the value 600. So this is equal to 1/60 into 600 centimeter. So finally we will get the length of the scale. So that is equal to 600 divided by 60, that is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, That means we will represent this 6 meter actual dimension by using a 10 centimeter line on the drawing paper. Okay. Now next step is we have to prepare a graphical scale that is called as a plane scale, which can give the relation between a meter and decimeter. Okay. So what is basically a decimeter? So draw a line, so 10 centimeter long, and divide this into 6 equal parts. So relation between decimeter and centimeter is 1 decimeter. This is equal to 10 centimeter, and 1 meter. This is equal to 10 decimeter. Okay. So now we have to prepare the graphical scale for 6 meter maximum length. Okay, and it should give the relation between meter and decimeter. Okay. So first step is draw the line of 10 centimeter. Okay. Now divide this line into 6 equal parts, because maximum distance that we want to measure is 6 meter. So one part it will represent 1 meter distance. Okay, and therefore we want to measure 6 meter. So we will need 6 parts or 6 divisions. So divide this line into 6 divisions. So you can draw this simultaneously on the drawing sheet or a drawing book. So first draw one line of 10 centimeter. Then prepare this small rectangle. Okay. So you can take this height. So this is arbitrary distance. Okay. So you can take this as a 5 mm or a half centimeter and prepare this rectangle. Okay. So this is just a representation of that graphical scale. Now next part is we have to divide this complete line of 10 centimeter into 6 equal divisions. Okay. So for that, this is the method to divide this into 6 equal parts. Draw one line from this point. So this is the inclined line. You can take any angle. Okay. So you can take this 30 degree or even you can take this 40 degree. It doesn't matter. So draw one line inclined to the horizontal line. Okay. Now with the help of compass, cut the arc of equal radius. Okay. So this is how you can cut the arc on this inclined line. So fix this point. That is a fixed compass at this point. That means it is a center. Okay. And take suitable distance in the compass. 1 centimeter, 1.5 centimeter, 2 centimeter. And draw the arc on this line like this. Okay. Now change the center. Okay. Make this center. Don't change the distance between these 2 points or between the compass. Now this is your center. Draw the second arc of the same radius. Okay. So similarly, draw the 6th arc on this inclined line. Like this. Okay. Now connect this point with this point. So draw one line. So you can use a roller scale and then draw the parallel line from the subsequent points. So just move this roller parallel to this line. So you can observe here. Now draw the second line from this point. Similarly, you can draw the third line. Okay, so you can repeat this procedure and draw the parallel line from the all the subsequent points. Okay, so this method, it is used to divide a given horizontal line into equal parts. Okay. Now from each point, draw a vertical line. So you can get these 6 parts. Okay, that means we have divided the 10 centimeter line into 6 equal parts. Now next part is we have to give the marking for these divisions. Okay, so this is how the marking is given. After first division, write the 0. Okay, and on the right side, write 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so basically this 6th division, it will have the number 5. Okay, so this is how you have to give the name for each division. Now this is the relation. 1 meter is equal to 10 decimeter, and 1 decimeter it is equal to 10 centimeter. Okay, so that means each part here, it represents the distance of 1 meter. Okay, now we have to divide this 1 meter distance into smaller scale, that is nothing but the decimeter. Okay, so we have to divide the first division into 10 equal parts. So each sub part, it will represent the 1 decimeter. So here, the first part we have to divide into 10 equal parts. So each part or each subdivision, it will represent the 1 decimeter. So you can follow the same procedure, draw one inclined line, then with the help of compass, cut the equal distance arc. Now connect this last arc with the 0 point and draw the parallel lines. Okay, so this is how you can divide this first division into 10 equal parts or 10 equal subdivisions. Okay, so you can draw the vertical lines. So each line here represent the 1 decimeter. So each smaller division, it represents the 1 decimeter. So you can give the marking from 0 to left side. So this is 0, then this is 1 decimeter, this is 2 decimeter, this is 5, this is 6, 7, 8, and this is 9. Okay, so with the help of this scale, we can measure meter and the subsequent decimeter. Okay, so that means if you want to measure a 5.7 meter distance. Okay, so what is 5.7? 5 meter and 7 represent the decimeter. So suppose we want to measure a 4.3 meter using a plane scale. So this is complete plane scale. So start from the 4. Okay, and in the decimeter part, observe the 3. So 1, 2, and 3. So this will represent the 4.3 meter or 4 meter and 3 decimeter. Okay, so you can observe here, this is 4.3 meter. It is 4 meter plus 3 decimeter or 4 meter plus 30 centimeter. So 3 decimeter is nothing but the 30 centimeter. Okay, so this is how you can prepare a plane scale. In the next lecture, I will demonstrate how to draw this plane scale on a graph on a drawing paper. Okay,